Everyone, how's the corona apocalypse doing, everybody? This is me and my friend Steve Silverman.
Hi, everyone.
Longtime friend. I've known you for 20 years.
Okay.
We've had this grand idea. We're going to create theater. People are still having petty fights on Facebook, even though the apocalypse is here. And
World's coming to an end.
I'm not wearing a bra.
I need to be right. I need to be right. I don't care.
So we are going to reenact my latest, a little fight that went down on my latest post, which was about how I basically was calling the city council to get porta potties put in at some homeless camps, which I did. I mean, I do it for me in the sense that everyone's health right now affects everyone's health, right? Like it doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, what kind of job you have, what race you have, you are susceptible. And because the libraries are now closed, homeless people have nowhere to wash their hands or use the restroom. So anyway, so it felt like a huge victory because city council can be very stubborn to get these in. And this little insane argument ensued that Steve totally got embroiled in. And we're going to reenact this with puppets because it's free for you to watch. So
I've waited so long to work with you on a project.
The fact that we realized the script was being written in front of our hands. So to introduce the characters is our villain puppet. This is the puppet that's Christina, and these are various townspeople Facebook puppets.
And this is me, and it's important that everybody knows he's white. That's going to come up later.
That's the white sock, Jewish white sock.
Yep, and this is if we need any other people.
Excellent. So here we go. It starts with a post from me. I have never been so happy to see a porta potty in Koreatown. Koreatown for All has begged our city council forever to get these hygiene station pit stops up in Koreatown, but it took a worldwide pandemic and me accidentally getting CC'd on a city council email to get these in. If I die in this pandemic, let this porta potty be my legacy on the world. Likes. You're great, Christina. Likes. Moving for the script. Sorry to be the party pooper, but are they sanitary though? You can transmit coronavirus through feces and urine. Enclosed tight spaces that are not flushable and not clean sounds like a way to infect as many homeless as possible. Also, what efforts are being made for Skid Row to get permanent bathrooms? There's a washing station next to it. Okay. Also, it's more sanitary than shitting on the street. I don't know what efforts are being made on Skid Row. You should write your city council or their city council and ask for these. Thanks. But congregating and reusing the same unsanitary facility seems to transmit COVID-19. Here's the medical research on that. There's a website.
Yeah, there's a website. Don't read the whole website.
Yeah, no. Townspeople. The homeless have no other places to go. These are for homeless people who are way at risk with no access to toilets or sinks right now. Is it the best scenario? No. Is it better? Absolutely. Please contact your city council instead of shutting me down. Medical science doesn't change based on one's feelings. Do something about it then. It's better to put permanent toilets in Skid Row and have it professionally cleaned by locals. Great idea. Work on it.
Anyways, these are more costume changes than Wicked.
I know. Anyways, well, this is well-intentioned. The medical science says that this may have the effect to transmit the COVID-19 virus among people who use porta potties. It took years to get this. People have been pushing for this bare minimum, and it took this pandemic for the city to finally listen. You don't fucking think I know a permanent toilet that's professionally clear would do better? Do something about it, Raymond. Great, do something about it. I have a family to look after. Do you have a family to look after? Is that your
I hate to
excuse
do this.
not
We have
send
to
an
pause.
email
Wait,
to your city council?
keep going. I have to go get the door.
Okay, you have time to complain to me, directed to City Hall. Do you actually live in K-Town? Yeah? What are your closest cross streets? I live a few blocks away from this camp. Why are you being like this? I support your efforts of the setup of a bathroom at your closest intersection. Because I detest the attitude of just in your backyard. Great. I appreciate if you stop naysaying and do something about it. You can go ahead and advocate for public restrooms in your building or closest intersection. I'm not engaging you anymore in this. You are just being a troll at this point. I suggest you actually make calls and do something about it instead of fighting with me on Facebook. I did advocate for this. You should lead by example. That's all I'm saying. Good luck. Fuck you. I am leading by example. Have you tried asking your local community what they want? Or are you looking for approval from your Facebook first? Townspeople. Buddy, just stop. Whatever you think you're doing, it's not helping. I get that single people only have to think for themselves, but there are families in that area. You should take the time to communicate with them, even if they aren't potential dating partners. That's your opinion. If you agree with medical research, then write a peer-reviewed paper on it. You're right. I should tell all the homeless people to shit on your doorstep. Solved. Dude, you're being an asshole now. Stop. Wow, dude. You're burying any good points you might have with your asshole tone and low blows.
Have I debuted yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Wait, so you have all this time to be on FB trashing Christina's efforts instead of writing one email to your city council member because family? Something shitty around here, and it's not the porta potties. Here you are.
Okay, hold on. Something shitty. Oh, it's not the porta potty. I got it.
Yeah, you got it. Here we go. Here comes the white guy.
White person. Wow, Raymond, just wow on the single people comment above. Were you born married? Before you answer that, what are your closest cross streets?
Honestly, I don't have a problem with making single people face facts. You have a wider margin for error. My closest cross streets are next to Eric Garcetti. Good luck getting a bathroom here, LOL. No, you have a problem being a shitty person. Get off. FB and go spend with this time with this family you supposedly have. Medical research doesn't change based on your feelings.
Medical research about single people facing facts and having a wider margin of error? I'm confused. I thought this post was about helping the homeless. What? Wait. The single homeless or the homeless with families only?
You're letting the perfect be the enemy of the good and digging in to win a rhetorical point despite all the clear evidence around you that you're not succeeding no matter how right you think you are. Read the room and devote your energy in a different way that will have the impact you want to make. Trying to ask nicely here. If this is how you behave around your family, then Christina might need to set up a porta potty in your house to deal with all the shit you succumbed into.
Oh, snap.
So what's with the insults?
That was my favorite part. Man who leads with insulting others, now insulted that others insulted him in return.
What's with the assholery? Tone it down. You guys need to deal with reality here. These can transmit COVID-19 because you are making an unsanitary point for congregation. COVID lasts for days on certain plastics. If you want to ignore medical science, ask yourself why. I can only guess as to why someone will want to ignore medical science, but it seems to only be those who have their own virtue signal to think about. So what's an incremental add to the solution that will decrease risk? Is there one? Let's discuss and try to solve. But maybe not here. Notifications are out of control. Honestly, they are coming out with anti-COVID-19 products all the time. A porta potty, one resistant to COVID-19, would be great. Great. Work on it. You're typical NIMBY. and you are the primary opponent of the homeless. Yes, you are the problem. Better than a Jimmy just in your backyard. Listen, if you guys disagree with medical science, get a PhD and write a peer-reviewed paper that says COVID-19 can't be transmitted through feces and urine. And then I send him a link that says that hepatitis A is spread through street poo. Shitting in a porta potty where poop is contained versus on the street where everyone can step in and track it into their home is safer. That's science 101. But can you cite a medical research article that says hepatitis and COVID-19 are similar? Now fuck off and go tend to your family that you've ignored because you're so busy trolling online. Can you cite a medical research article that says you are an asshole? Didn't think so. If you can't cite appropriate medical research and all you have are insults, then that says more about you than anything else. You can practice trash talking and get better at it, or you can start helping your fellow citizens out. Christina is a true patriot. Sacrifice for the common good is what patriots do. She goes out every day to make this world better, even for you. You need to get off her case. She is helping. You are not. Go away and leave her alone. She's free to block stakeholders like me. I've been a stakeholder in K-Town for like 10 years now. I understand that medical science isn't the most popular with people like her. What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you think your opinion of facts changes facts? Thank God in these trying times we had someone to keep us safe from the incremental progress and successful efforts by women. It's a short hill to die on, but I'm glad to see the smartest man in the world has our backs. Oddly fond of public pooping, not my bag, but not all heroes wear capes, I guess. Congrats, Wong. Give 'em hell. I think you're a very poor advocate for your position. Try not to be an a-hole and see if it works better. Just try it, dude. Listen, if you guys disagree that COVID-19 is transmissible in a closed, tight area with urine and feces that do not flush and are not cleared, go ahead and say so. You guys are all single, so your dating value to each other is what's driving your opinions. Not really. Is it better to pee and poo on the sidewalks? The major landlords in my part of K-Town leave human feces on the sidewalks for days. We are just trying to help out as much as we can. I welcome any constructive ideas. He doesn't have constructive ideas, just acronyms. God, it's hard to do this without just acronyms and complaints. It's sad that someone with potential cannot live up to that potential. Poo and pee on the street is better since no one is going to sit on it like a toilet seat. It's not enclosed. Porta potties sound like a nefarious plan to get as many homeless as infected as possible.
Raymond has a serious issue with single people. We should talk about that more. FYI, I'm married like Raymond, so I'm better than the rest of you. That's a joke. I mean, yes, I am married, but ...
Do you have kids and are you a stakeholder in Koreatown? Are you imposing your opinion as a white person who doesn't have a stake?
Sigh.
I hope you unfriend this person quickly, Christina Wong. He's clearly an idiot. She's not my friend. She actually messaged me. I deleted it without reading it. Keep any discussions public or block me. People think their ability to spawn makes them special/important. LOL. Listen, let's not adapt a nefarious plan to infect as many homeless as possible just so you get a temporary joy out of publicly looking good. That's as selfish as it gets. He's not, oh, that's me. He's not my friend. He's an FB friend of Grace Hughes who tagged me on this. Who I tagged on this. Oh, well, he's clearly making an ass of himself for all of us to see. You know, you're doing so much for your community. You're amazing. We love you. Let us know. We can support you. Your support is everything. AITA? Yes, YTA.
I'm old. I don't know what these things mean. Okay, Raymond, you were discriminating against me for not having reproduced. You were accusing me of racism, and you were saying to mind my own business because it's not my community in question. You show me and everyone on here exactly who you are. After reading about this more, given that this is happening all over LA and is just next to an encampment, there is no COVID-19 among homeless yet. There just may be no other way. I'll delete this comment soon.
Steve Silverman, you are not a stakeholder. That's all that matters. You are only crossing the stakeholder boundary because you think white people can impose their opinions on anything they want.
There are other white people on here making comments. You played the race card on me. You're a racist. The end. Night night.
I don't oppose my opinion on you and your neighborhood, do I?
I didn't impose my opinion on your neighborhood. I actually helped your neighborhood. You talk a lot. I put that in caps. You've been talking for over an hour now. I took an action, like I said. The end. Night, night. P.S. You're still racist and singlist.
I don't need your help, Steve Silverman. Just because you have a lot of spare energy with no kids doesn't mean others need your help. Steve, why can't you have kids? Maybe your city needs a program for spermless men. Just try to help your neighborhood.
Others might disagree with you.
Do you want a program for men without sperm in your city? Who can I donate to for that?
Dude, my sperm count is just fine. I'm gay and chose not to have kids because our planet is dying. Now start gay bashing me.
Why don't you adopt, Steve Silverman?
P.S. You're a spermist.
You can adopt and learn to care for something other than yourself. Where can I donate to increase gay child adoption awareness in your city?
I do care for other people than myself, which is why I helped Christina help the homeless yesterday. Geez, try to keep up.
Why don't you adopt? Too lazy and selfish. I want to donate to put a billboard up next to your house encouraging gay adoption. What are your closest cross streets?
That's actually really funny on a side note because they have really strict permitting issues here and he would never get that billboard up. I can't even get them to allow me to put a fucking air conditioning unit outside my house. And I'm like ready for air conditioning, but then I'm also killing the environment. Back to the show. Yes, I'm lazy and I'm selfish. That's why. Also, I'd have to go to soccer meets and hang out with douchebag dads like you. So it's a pass. You seem to have a real issue with people who don't have children. Maybe you want to look into that with your therapist.
Why don't you just adopt? You can change one child's life forever instead of trying to focus on trying to look good to strangers. It's always about you, huh? Not about the child. You should grow up. What are your cross streets? We need to set up adoption for gay couple awareness programs in your area.
Okay, Raymond, I'm going to go adopt right now. Thanks for straightening. See what I did there? Let me out.
Steve Silverman, don't adopt a dog or cat. Try an actual human being.
Will you print this out, Christina Wong, so we can reenact this on a live stage? You get to play Raymond.
We need to raise awareness that this is bad, to think of yourself and not to adopt. Okay, I declare that since all of LA is adopting these bathrooms and there's yet to have a COVID-19 infection among the homeless, we may have no other choice temporarily. Being in shelter for homeless is important. I will be withdrawing my comment so I can focus on selfish, straight, and gay couples who refuse to adopt instead of focus on looking good to others. Steve Silverman, where can I donate to raise your awareness? You see you're looking for confirmation from others when you can be changing an orphan life forever.
Now, there was, again, I don't need any more of this. Now, there was more to this, but he deleted his post, which he was very passionate for so long that I was so like, honestly, it was very exciting for me because this was like a really good episode of Empire, like the twists and the turns. Like I didn't know where it was going to go next.
Empire with boring and hateful straight Asian married people with children that they're busy raising when they're not.
I was really confused why he didn't want, like he doesn't want anyone to help. Oh, this is like the after show commentary right now.
Oh,
like
yeah, exactly. This is behind the sock.
Yeah. Behind the sock. He went from making what he felt valid points and he twisted it all into adoption. He's really passionate about adoption. Did he adopt a kid? Do we know? Is that his kid or did he adopt?
No, I guess he just thinks because you're not raising a human child, you have time to do frivolous shit. Like
this.
Yeah.
Or this.
Yeah.
Like what we're doing right now.
I guess when you have a child, you have a get out of jail. Like it is the worst cliche of married people with children that they are not responsible for anything else because these children are so consuming that all they can do is just say no to people.
Well, we also have a little joke about this at work because we have several people who are very good friends of mine at work who have kids, and I don't have a kid. And they'll come in and they'll be like, oh, tomorrow I have this thing at 8 a.m. Oh, and then I have my other kid at 11 a.m. Oh, and then at 2 p.m. And it's always like some graduation, because if you know this or not, like, remember when we just graduated high school? Now there's a graduation for every fucking grade. It's like, you graduated 3rd grade, and they all walk and they all get a medal. And we really set them up for reality for the future, because life's going to be like that. In fact,
Yep.
I'm leaving to get my medal right after this. And I say to coworkers all the time, I need to get a fucking kid. Like, I've been wanting to make up a kid, like little Marky,
Oh, I
and
know.
just so I have an out.
Oh, the reason why I'm fighting with you online instead of making one email to city council is, I have a kid that's ignored right now. I'm homeschooling a child.
You're clearly homeschooling him, I can tell.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I have to say, if anybody did sit through this,
Yeah,
I'm
I
proud
don't
of
blame you
them.
if you tuned out. But if
Yeah,
you
I'm
are
proud.
here till now.
I think we can make something. If you want, I could try to create a little title opening for it.
Oh, maybe.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, let me see where this file goes. It was
All
good
right.
seeing you, Steve. This is bringing us closer together.
I can't wait till the next argument and we can reenact
All right, that's the petty dramas.
Wait, we're supposed to bow.
Okay, all right. I can't because I have no pants on, so I can't stand up.
These are my socks bowing.
All right. All right. If you were watching, I'm sorry. Okay. Bye-bye.